In the red, Amari Vann, New Jersey, region champ, district champ. Cael Floerchinger, the state champion from Montana as a freshman, is in the blue. And we start things off, a little bit of hand fighting, a little bit of space, some low levels, feeling each other out. Vann here, a tall, lanky guy. Floerchinger has a little bit of length himself, a little stockier. Vann with the wrist tie there. Low single attempt, nothing there. Elbow pass by Vann to the collar tie. Really attacking that right arm of Floerchinger. Elbow pass with the wrist. Shot attempt, nothing there. Back on the wrist now for Vann. Despite being a freshman, Vann already knows where he wants to go to college. That's Oklahoma or Nebraska. And he says that this dream with wrestling all started in the basement with his uncle, cousins, and him. Rolling around, getting better. Vann in on a shot now. Sort of a waterfall-esque position, coming out the back door. He's got Floerchinger's leg in the air, trying to kick out. Coming towards the table, and that's going to be 2 for Amari Vann. 15 seconds left here in the first period. Near out of bounds. Now remember, it may be high school wrestling, but at the NHSCA tournament, we use college out of bounds. So he just needs one part of his body part in for it to remain in bounds. And that takes us to the end of the first period. Coin flip gives choice to Vann, who chooses bottom. Now let's see what the Montana kid has on top. Interesting that Floerchinger has chosen blue because his favorite color is blue. That's his little fun fact of the day. He lets Vann go right away, and we'll take it back to our feet. Vann now with a 3-0 lead early here in the second period. Floerchinger dropping to the knees, back up on his feet now. But as inside tie on both sides. Vann seems comfortable with the outside tie. As I remember in the first period, he was going elbow pass. Look, he's on the elbow again. Over tie on the right. It's a battle of 2 inside ties, 2 outside ties in the hand fight right now. Wrestlers disengage. Outside shot attempt right now by Floerchinger. Shells it. Looking for the trip and a takedown. Nothing yet. No, the ref does signals 2. Big mat return. Roll through now. And Amari Vann gets one. A little bit of funk there. That roll through escape was something. It's right over the top of his head and gets the 1. Vann's had a relatively dominant run to get to this spot right now this weekend. Doesn't score there. He won his semifinals match 7-0 against Karvosky from Connecticut. Floerchinger, on the other hand, had to really gut one out to get here. A 1-0 victory. Got the ride out in the final period of his semifinal match. was unable to ride Vann earlier. And now in the third period, we start on our feet as Floerchinger's down 4-2. Now Floerchinger with the outside tie, switches to the inside. He's going to have to try to set something up here. What you don't want to do in this situation is wait for about 20 seconds left to try to finally take your shot and tie this thing up in case there's a scramble, especially with a guy like Amari Vann. Here's a good shot attempt. But a re-attack by Vann as he looks immediately for the cradle, has a 6-2 lead. Looking absolutely dominant right now, just like he did in the semifinals match. Tough ride has Floerchinger flat right now. Vann just completely taking control of the match. 1 minute left, but he lets Floerchinger out, who's coming at him with some steam. Might get a stall call here. Oh, injury time. Then they do hit him with a stall. So it will be 6-3 with a stall call against Vann, who has now called injury time. With 50 seconds remaining in the third, there's plenty of time here for Floerchinger, who's on his feet, to put together a couple of takedowns, send this thing to overtime, maybe go feet to back and get the win. I always like to think it takes about 20 to 30 seconds to score a takedown. Obviously, you could get a quick one, but you got to account for a scramble. So if I'm Floerchinger here, I'm getting right after it. Immediately looking for some points. Get that first takedown, maybe put him to his back. See, the ref has to separate them. They're so ready to go. Digging in, underhook. Vann looking bundle, going up top. Heavy collars. Shuck. Nothing there. Another re-attack by Vann. Big. Ooh, and that might have sealed the deal right now. Vann up 8-3. 22 seconds left. A dominant performance of re-attacks really was the difference maker here. Vann now, even with the stall call, is in good shape. Just going to hang on here. And that is it. Your freshman national champion at 113 pounds, Amari Vann from Franklinville, New Jersey, Delzia Regional High School. Bright future for this kid. And maybe we'll see him in a few years at Oklahoma or Nebraska. If you're just joining us, we are holding matches